In this video, we will discuss the difference in several pathways through the legal system for victims of sexual assault. It is different in each state. The video will talk about the Victorian legal system. If not in Victoria, check out our flyer for further information. The first step would be to report the sexual assault to the police. You might feel intimidated to go to your local police station, and it might be helpful to have a support person. Some police officers can be inconsistent when dealing with victims of sexual assault. However, it is extremely important to report the assault to the police because a police report is required in many of the legal processes we are covering on this video. What would happen at the police station? You can head to the police station and say, I want to report sexual assault. Police officer will take down some information and make a report. If the sexual assault just happened, police might send you for hospital for an examination in order to gather evidence and make sure you're physically okay. They should then refer you to a specialist police unit. In Victoria, it is known as SOCIT, the Sexual Offences and Child Abuse Investigation Team. These teams have different names in each state. This police unit will prepare what's called a brief of evidence and give it to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions. Their role is to assess if the case is strong enough for a conviction. They will also decide if they are going to go to court. Up to now, there is no need to get your own lawyer, as you are not a party in the case. It is the state and the offender. If the case goes to court and the offender is found guilty, they will get a sentence that depends on the nature of the assault. If the offender is found guilty, you can then apply for compensation through the Sentencing Act. At this point, it is extremely important to get advice from a lawyer as there are strict limitation dates. It is important to note that getting to this stage can be very difficult. For example, in 2017, 25,837 victims reported to police across Australia, but only 4,797 have had charges laid against their offender. So, what if the police decide not to prosecute? Victims of sexual assault could try and get compensation through court by making a civil claim against the offender. It is very important to get a lawyer at this stage. It can be a lengthy and expensive process, and the offender may not have any money or assets, so it may not be worth it. The most common legal pathway for victims of sexual assault is through what's called Victims of Crime Assistance Scheme. There are differences on how to apply in each state. In Victoria, this means you can apply for compensation for you to help you recover from the sexual assault. It is important that you would have reported the assault to the police and cooperated with their investigation, and there are also time limits that apply. In this case, the offender does not have to have been found guilty to be successful. It is a difficult process, so make sure you get legal advice. A community legal center or legal aid may be able to help you with your claim. For example, at Springvale Monash Legal Service, we have a special legal clinic for people who have been sexually assaulted. So that's all from us. If you have any questions about the legal process, please contact the local community legal center.